Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to everybody that's out there right now tuning in and things like that. First of all, shout out to Debo and everything, man. Shout out to Queen of the Ring. We just had Debo up here, you know what I mean, talking about a bunch of things in terms of women's battle rap. NHB3 is this weekend, so make sure you get in tune with that. Now, what we're here for right now, the guy that I'm about to bring to the platform that I wanted to talk to was you most recently seen him, most recently, you know what I mean, memorable sort of run in Ultimate Madness and things like that. Seen him on Champion, great promo work there. We're going to get into the whole trophies. We're going to talk about the trophies. We're going to talk about the unorthodox style and things of that nature. Comes from that DMV, PG County stand up, that area. That's how I say it, right? Area. You got to go to talk about the area. You know what I mean? Pretty Girl County, I think that's the nickname. Shout out to that. But listen, man, we talking pit fights, Capital Battlegrounds, we're talking Ace God, we're talking URL. This is She Happens. What up, brother?
My man. What it do, man? Shout out to you. Tony, bro, shout out to you. I heard you said he had a run in Ultimate Madness. Who stopped that run?
You know, I don't know. I feel like it was a group of judges. And
no, man, it's all love, man. I give Tone, bro. I give him a lot of shit, man, but it's really all love, man. Before the tournament, I'm keeping the same energy. I said these were some honorable judges, and I spoke very highly of Tony, bro. I'm not one of them niggas who's going to switch up my words because the vote didn't go in my favor. So, Tone, bro, my man, trophy for you, fool. Trophy for you.
Hey, man. Hey, no, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. And, I do think that, like, first of all, Ultimate Madness is tough. Right, it's tough to be in that environment, that setting. When you get that microscope on you, and I always look for the first tournament, right? When they get the new guys, the newer guys that are just getting a light, that microscope, y'all getting the same bright lights as like with that second tournament, right? Everyone's looking at what y'all doing. So, how did that feel for you as a guy who had been around and even been, mentioned and things like that in the URL circles and putting in work? To now to get that spotlight on you, how did that feel in retrospect? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it overwhelming? Was it a sense of nervousness going into the tournament?
For real, man, I was so humbled by the experience that it was just different just being in the spotlight now. The reason why I say it was different is because I was behind the scenes for Ultimate Madness 1, but supporting my nigga Ace. You know what I'm saying? I was behind the scenes for Ultimate Madness 2, just pulling up type of thing. So I always told myself, like, man, I'm gonna end up being here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna end up being here. So having that come true was just something in itself. Just speaking that into existence was just experiencing itself, man. Words are powerful. So man, just to have that play out the way it did, man, I was so honorable. I was so, man, I was on cloud nine, honestly, man. And it's a great experience, man. I heard the caffeine staff treat you like man, it's no lie, man. They treat you very good up there at the caffeine staff. Shout out to you overall as well, man. But we here now. Caffeine got me on Black Compass. We here.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. The thing is that when you enter the tournament, obviously you want to win, but you want to make a mark. You want to make an impression. And I think you were able to do that with the the trophies and the unorthodox style and all that. And I want to get into that because that's different. It's different. It is. I can't even. And sometimes that catches people off guard, right? And I noticed, especially in round one, people were so caught off guard. I felt like that for us, that felt like me and Gaddis felt like it was a breath of fresh air. For a lot of other people, they're cringing in their seats because they don't even know how to process what's about to happen. So why did you take the unconventional route, and why did you not go more sort of traditional in terms of having a battle rap style that people maybe can readily digest? Why did you choose to be unique in that setting? Because I felt like that was a big risk.
First thing is being if you go out in this world, whatever you do, you want to be yourself, you know, because whether you like, let's say for instance, like you just putting on a face for anything, let's apply that to anything, you putting a face on for that because you're trying not to get eliminated from whatever you do, fired, eliminated, canceled, whatever it is that you do, you putting on this face, and it still happens. You was fake during that process, trying to be something that you wasn't in the first place.
And
So
it still didn't work. That's crazy. When you being something you're not, and it still don't work. Crazy.
that's why. Side note, that's why you go after your dreams. You can have a job that you turned out to be the guy who's telling those youngsters, man, do what you love because I worked hard and it got me nowhere, type of thing. It's some people who work hard and then die.
Right.
It is. Everybody don't make it. Everybody don't make it to that, to whatever the goal it is. Some people just settle, they work hard, and then they die. You know, that's just how it is. But with this shit right here, I told myself I gotta be myself, man. Because if I get eliminated, it's because I got eliminated. Because I was doing what I was doing, type thing. And also, it's the best judgment. You know, as far as homework on yourself. If you wasn't being yourself, how do you critique yourself? You know, how do you, because if you was being something else, all you're going to say is, I don't want to be that anymore. And now you're holding up the process of you just being you from the first place. Not, that's just general. Me, my style, I already know my shit is different. So my thing is, I'm big on get on my page. Get on my page. I'm not trying to conform to your page because I don't know you. I don't know you. If you're in tune to me, you're tuning into me. I want you to get on my page so that way when I get some fans, when I get notoriety, when I get some quoted bars, I know it's genuine. While other people might think it's cringy, I don't know. The people who love it, it's a clear separation. It's a clear separation, you know, type of thing. And then what ends up happening is people come around to it. People come around to it, type of thing. Some people just keep it stepping, but a lot of people come around to it. It's like, you know what, man? Maybe I need to give this shit another shot. Maybe I need to see what's going. I couldn't understand them, and the thing is, a lot of different shit you're not going to understand. If it's different, it's uncomfortable at first because it's not the same. It's not what you're used to. So it always feels good to you know, find that pair of shoes that don't nobody know about. You know, that's fire. Or find that song in the track. Everybody playing a popular song, but out of the album, you found the track that's fire before anybody even got on it, type of thing. So it's like, I'm more so about separation, man. I'm big on separation. I'm big on just being true to myself. So I felt like that's what I did. So when I gotta look myself in the mirror, I know I was true to myself.
Right. And sort of what type of things, I mean, because this is our first sync up, like you said, and so what really kind of influenced the style? I mean, like, and even just jumping in the ring with that, because there's a lot of musicality, and that is a word. There's a lot of music in the way that you rhyme and the way that you perform. You see that, especially a lot of the guys that are from the DMV, you know what I'm saying? Well, even the Richmond guys, right? Well, Jakkboy comes to mind, where it's a rhythmic pattern, right? Like I can really kind of hear the flow. So what influenced the style, sort of from a mainstream hip hop perspective and from a battle rap perspective? Who would you say had the impact on
that? What I would say is that it's just striving to be different. If you're an artist, first thing you don't want is, you know, whether it comes or not, the one thing you just don't want as an artist to be, hey, you sound like boom.
Yeah.
You know, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? You don't
Right.
want that to happen. And the thing about it is I've learned that when people don't know, they try to familiarize themselves with something that they know to link it to so they can help understand what's going on. So
Right.
I kind of seen what's good with that. But initially, I'm a rapper, you know, before I became a battle rapper. And I say
Okay.
that because I met people in this, you know, in this sport, in this league, and you know, just through my journeys, I've met people who learned how to rap through battle rap.
Right.
They've
Which
never,
is
they've
interesting.
never. It's different nowadays. It's different
I
nowadays. You
I
know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying? It's like I can't. And that's why some people are so battle rap savvy. They do their thing, and it's like, good, get them on the track.
Yeah.
It's a little shaky, type of thing. It's just a little shaky. So I learned how to rap before I battle rap. I'm coming up now on 3 years in November, but I had no desire to battle rap. I didn't. Like, I didn't. I was a big fan. I was just a big fan. Love battle rap. I mean, I've been here for the longest. I mean, I'm talking about Smack DVD days type of thing. I was in tune back then. That I had to go catch up. I'm like, when I'm fine. No, matter of fact, I played a little bit of catch up. I played a little bit of catch up, but I'm not the whole URL. I was there for URL process starting. You know what I'm saying? I remember T-Rex versus Mav Hoffa when it started on that stage, and when he was sharing a venture from dude with the UW. I forgot his name, but I remember them on that stage smacking him. I was around for some of these things, like Fight Club type of thing. Like I know.
Oh, so you was already, but your focus was on music. You were making music at the time, but you was cognizant of what was going on. So then what then motivates you to say, you know what? I can try my hand in this. It's always an epiphany. There's always a moment, whether it's the homeboy like, yo, got my homeboy over here that can rap. Y'all battle. What's up? What was that moment for you?
I'm gonna tell you this. It wasn't that I was making music. Another advantage about the Maryland and DC area and Virginia as well, that we had another genre of music, and that was go-go. So with go-go, like, you wanted to be a hood star before you was, a rap artist, because that wasn't obtainable. We didn't have Wale yet. We didn't have the area shining on us. So the thing that was more obtainable, that you can play at these basement parties, get some bread for it, play at these venues and this and that, you start a band. And in the band, I was a rapper in the band. And what got me to start rapping around that time, I was helping out one of my mans with his band. And when he decided to start his band, he was like, man, you might as well be the rapper. I said, fuck it.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I don't want to cut the wisdom. You saying this word you saying band. Yeah. I want you to realize how unique that whole go-go shit. That I don't. This is so foreign to me. So when you say band, drummer, bassist, keyboard, guitar, that's really what's in that. That's really what we was doing.
Yeah. Singers,
but you were the
congos, cymbales. Yeah. I was a rapper. So in between that, one of the toughest things about that is it's all freestyle most of the time. Most of the time it's freestyle. So that, like, my comfortability on the stage comes from me being in front of a crowd already. I'm used to crowds. So it's like I had, before to get the party started, the DJ would do some like, where y'all from type of thing, or what's that favorite zodiac sign. We hear this in the club all the time. And the go-go way is called a socket beat. And it's like a doom do da doom. It's like a nice little pocket. And then you get the freestyling type of thing about who in there, things so forth like that. So I've been in front of a crowd who did not know who the band was, and I was the first person they heard. It's a line of 4 people. You got the lead person, you got the rapper, you got the singer, and then you got the hype man type of thing. So I played a couple positions. I played the rapper. I done played a hype man for another band. I done played a lot of, but I was always rapping at the same time. So so before that took up majority of my time. I'm gonna say until I was about I was on stage around 15. So until I was about on and off, but till I was 22, that's when I left go-go alone. Chilled out for a little while. I worked at a hospital, right, doing inventory. And in between that time, every day, this is a graveyard shift. You play that iPod out. iPod.
That's talk about it. Yeah. The big
iPod
the pause.
You got to scroll back to rewind. You got to scroll to rewind type of
Show
thing.
them,
Like,
show them the well, how would you do it? Show them. They kids. They don't know she.
You got to scroll to rewind. You know, you got to do that. You got to do that, man. Even with the cassette, you got to put a pin in it. All right, look.
Right.
Anyway,
They don't see.
Anyway,
see, that's too advanced.
yeah,
That's advanced work. Yeah.
yeah. So whole time I'm like, all right, cool. I play out my iPod. I play it out. Every song that's playing, I know it. Every new song that I first download, I play it out because I'm alone doing inventory for 8 hours. The next thing you know, I got a couple instrumentals. Then I just started flowing. I couldn't write because I'm too busy boxing. So then that's how I realized I'm talking about like my tools in the battle rap, because I don't write. You know, I don't write. I might jot down an idea or something like that, but I do everything in my mind. And I didn't know for the longest time I was training myself to do that. I didn't know that was one of my attributes until I started getting a battle rap, when I realized people had a trouble with memorizing their rounds. And I used to be like, damn, for real? And then I'm like, man, because I just saw how their writing process was. I was like, man, that's why I don't even necessarily write, you know? So in between my style being developed, since I acquired so much knowledge of just being a battle rap fan, I heard a lot of bars before. So when I get an idea, I don't go with that bar. I try not to go with the second bar, because a very good rapper goes to that second bar. I try to go to the third bar. And then when I go to that, if I really like it, I'm like, how about you change your voice? You know, say it this way. Kind of like how a chorus is. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like how the hook is. You know, you hit Lil Baby on the track, he hit you with 7 flows before he even get to the hook. That's why you're so intrigued, you know,
all the
type
different
of thing.
pockets.
Some very good rappers can keep the same flow all the way, man, and they just got that much content. That flow is so crazy, you know, type of thing. So I just started applying some of the things that I learned as a rapper in a battle rap. You know, ain't nothing wrong with rapping multis and things against murder. I'm like, I caught him lacking in his Cadillac at the corner store. He tried to back out, but the Mac out with the leg out, like stuff like that. People might just be like, man, I caught him lacking at the corner store. Orange Ford. Like, in between that, I might rap real quick, like, just to let you know I'm a rapper too, you know, type of thing.
I like that.
It's more so, if that's not your cup of tea, that's not your cup of tea, but it awares the rappers. You know, like, oh man, that nigga raps. You know, that nigga rap. Nah, he not just a 1-2. He'll hit you with what I like to call a dribble. You know, instead of a crossover, I'm gonna hit you with a do and get out of there type of thing. It's the same move, but I'm gonna go between my legs a couple of times, you know, and then boom, come back. It just looks sweeter for the crossover type of thing. So me, I'm more so just try not to forget that you're a rapper too. Don't get so caught up in battle rap that you don't forget that you're a rapper as well. You know, and that's no slight to nobody at all. But some people don't rap at all and just 4 bars, 2 bars, no multis, no nothing, and they're killing the game. So I don't want to even say it like that. It just works for me, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that, and it's battle rap. At the end of the day, it's battle rap. It's still a rapping aspect of it. I don't think you can get very far in this game without actually knowing how to rap. You hit a ceiling at some point, right? The novelty just wears off. You just saying punchlines. Where's the flow? Where's the delivery? Where the cadence is at? Dope. Now the accent changes.
Yeah.
1 minute we from the Russian mob. The next minute we in the cartel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that was another sort of wrinkle. I felt like I was like, well, this is definitely going to stand out. But when you're memorizing that, because you not only have to memorize the content, you got to memorize the diverse pockets. So walk us through. You don't got to give away all the secrets, but walk us through what that preparation looks like for Sheed, because I imagine it's a lot of post-it notes, and we really trying to piece it together. That's what I'm trying to say. But so how do you even get ready for that?
I learned with my I'm still the student of the game and a student of myself, man. I study myself a lot. I realized with myself, a lot of the multis and the comfortability comes with my me knowing and sitting with the round. If I have to just go off top, you know, I kind of like just I just kind of figure out what my flow is. Sometimes I don't have time to figure out what the flow is. I got to get the material down first. So I get the material down. I just kind of look at the plate. And when I'm looking at the plate, it's an empty plate. And I literally got to know with my, you know, am I having steak? Am I having chicken? If I'm before I get to the sides type of thing. So I got to get that ready. I got to get that ready. When I get that ready, then I start adding little, okay, this, that, this, that, this, that. But like in the let's say for example, my murder battle, comfortable. I've had that material because I got it a month out.
Right.
You know, I knew that I can write fast. I can write fast and I can memorize fast. One of my weaknesses is I have writer's block for like 2-3 days sometimes. One of the days,
Writer's block.
Writer's block.
Like okay, what elaborate writer's block meaning I can't come up with anything or I can't come up with anything that's worth saying. What does writer's block look like?
Okay, with me, it's like I have I think I have a stamina bar that like when I'll stay up for nights to the point where I exhaust myself and then I don't feel like rapping the next day. I don't want to feel like it type of thing. It's similar to, you know, the mind is a muscle, you know, similar to you going to the gym Monday, them reps is clean. If you go every day, Friday, you didn't get to 50. You know, you got to 39. You know, like, I'm done. Monday, 50, nigga, 50.
Right.
But Thursday, 42. You know, I did my thing. You know, so me, I just it gets to a point where I just like, man, all right, man, I thought of this, I thought of that, this and that, and all right, I don't know what to think about right now. I got to get some motivation, you know, and I try to draw from some type of inspiration for the next 2 days or something like that. So when I hit the pad and when I get to it, I'm like, bet we gonna do that, because I never stop thinking of things, but I can feel like thinking of things, if that makes sense. Like I don't feel like thinking about it. People don't understand, as a battle rapper, you're going around thinking about another person until it's time to battle every day. You're thinking about them every day.
Wow.
You know, and it's like, you know, like it's like, man, like that. I didn't realize that when I was just a fan. I didn't realize that shit. Like I didn't realize another thing. I didn't realize that real life shit affects you on the stage. I always used to be like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Whatever. Nigga. But,
well, you was dismissive of guys when they would say,
man, I took it into consideration, but I didn't really, you know, unless it was a death, you know, because by death it's respected, and I don't even want to disrespect that, so my mind won't even go there. So if it's a death, I'm like, all right, you know, you got that. Anything else, I used to be like, man, whatever. But nah, real life shit be going on. You don't know how a nigga doing, man. You don't know that, you know, a nigga girl just left or something like that. You don't know, you know, baby mother not letting you see the kids, or, you know, car just got repossessed, or rent due. How you gonna get that? Boss killing you at work. You know, you just don't, certain shit like that play into your creative process. People think when it's all right, I'm gonna start rapping at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna lock in. You can't just, well, some people can, I'm not gonna say that, but at 9 o'clock, I don't sit down and say, you gotta kind of get in the mood. You gotta kind of get in the mode, you know, to kind of do it. And sometimes it just don't come back around. So that'd be my writer's block. But when it's time, boom. Like when it's time, it's like, let's go. But in a tournament like that, 2-3 days can cost you. That can cost you, you know?
Right.
And I learned that. I learned that. So that's my process as far as like creating and even elaborating on the writer's block.
Now, okay. So when you enter URL, when you enter the system, when you enter the process, if you will, was your contact through P? Like, how did what was the phone calls like? Like, who was the first person to sort of reach out to you to try to get you to be on URL?
Hold up. First thing is I'm looking at the chat with you, man. Shout out to True Foe, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to True Foe. That's my man.
Just donated some bread to you too. He said she is a super dope rapper. Hey, good luck to you,
super dope rapper. That's my man. Yeah.
He ugly as shit in that picture though. But
Oh, that's
so
crazy. See how niggas do?
that's my bad.
See how
Hey,
niggas
that's
do,
my bad.
Tufo?
He know I fuck with him though. You know I always fuck with him. But damn, getting back to what I'm saying, my bad, man. What you say?
No,
Go back to what you
it's all good. No. I was saying, who reached out first? Like, how did you
Oh yeah.
getting connected with URL? I'm going somewhere with this, but yeah, I wanna get that on the record though.
I'm a kind of mix some shit that you asked me before and with the question now. One day I was at a session. Ace Amin told me to come to a session or whatever
Mm-hmm.
like that. He was in the studio. Second session I came through, and then I came through like I think one more session or something like that. And in between it we took a break. You know, we just took a
Right.
break, looked at a battle, put on a battle. And I don't know, I can't really remember what battle we was looking at, but it wasn't it. It wasn't it. It was like
It
one of
wasn't
those.
it.
It's like, what is this? It's like, what is this? I don't know. And
Do you
and
remember who it
Ace
was?
took,
For petty purposes, who was it? You could tell me. It's
I
cool.
don't know. I can't remember when I'm the type of dude. Hey, I'm trying to. I don't care. I don't care. You gotta follow my tweet. I don't care. When I find out, I would tweet it. Like, you know what? I might holler at Ace like, man, what was we looking at, man? What battle? Because I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. I don't. But
Man.
when we was looking at a battle, and he was like, man, you trying to do this shit or what?
Mm.
And I'm like, what battle rap? He was like, yeah. And you know, I've always kind of wanted somebody to either like jump out there and say something because I've never battled anybody, but I just thought, man, I can do this shit. I mean, I never battled anybody at all. And so when I said, all right, man, I kind of let him be the guinea pig. Little did I
Mm-hmm.
know, Ace kind of like he ended up getting a battle in like 2 weeks. I didn't know he was moving that fast. Like I was like, oh
He was
shit.
already. So this was around. So what battle was that? That this was around. This is before the fuse situation.
He battled
Like
so
he's like,
super. He battled so
uh
super.
huh.
And this is his first battle on camera. This is his first battle on camera. And
Mm.
I'm there. I'm there supporting him. And he took off. You know, he took off. He did crazy. I said, oh man, I sticked around to see the competition because I think he was one of the opening battles. You know, they didn't know who he
Yeah.
was. So
Yeah.
I stuck around to see the competition. I was like, oh, I can get them. Oh no, I can get them. I've never been to a battle rap anything before. I've never like no matter of fact, I've been to a smack event, but I haven't been to something that low tier before. I've been to
Mm.
I was at one of my first smack event was when Tay Rock did the seatbelt.
When Tay Rock Rose Hollow.
Yeah, that was my first. That's the first time I ever went to an event. I'm one
Mm.
of them dudes who always just be around my way, like cool around my. That took a lot for me to go out there. So I went out there. I was like, man. I ended up going to the traffic card as well with when Geechee faced Af. I was there. So I ended up saying, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a battle. When I took a battle, I went ahead and I battled my man Young Stunner. He my man's now. He my man's now. Shout out to Young Stunner. And you know, I kind of got him out of here. Yeah, I kind of
You
got him
got him
out of
out.
here.
Oh, you ended Young Stunner before it became before.
Young Stunner. He. I don't know if he rap anymore, but I kind of got him out of there. But I'm so brand new to battle rap. Like I was so new, I didn't even know my style. You know, I didn't even
Mm.
know. I just put some shit together. I didn't really know about performing. I was so in rap mode, but I still won. You know, I still won. So I'm like, all right, cool. In between that, I got another battle around this time. Ace Amin had battled one of my man's Villa from KMM, and
Mhm.
Villa ends up and that was I got to see Ace take off. Twerk showed up there, they didn't know Ace. Ryder showed up, they didn't know him. Rome DMV at the time was there. He was relevant at one time, and
Mhm.
he ends up, uh, Twerk ends up making a call after he saw Ace. He had showed up like last minute for the last battle and just like made a call. I saw him take off. I was there for the Fuse battle. I was there when he got the call. I was there for all of that shit. So I'm like,
Wow.
damn.
Wow.
So a lot of it was like me behind the scenes. I got to see the the ups and downs, the shit that worked, the shit that didn't work, type of thing. I was right there behind the scenes. So I end up, I think the battle that kind of I still do my thing. I end up battling at Gates of the Gardens, battled J Bars. I battled, then I ended up battling around the J Bars. It's crazy because when I battled J Bars, this is my first time meeting Holmesy. I met Holmesy, I met Prez Mafia, I met Dre Dennis, I met Floss the Boss, I met Butter from the Block. I'm meeting all these people. I was out of town, so I'm like, all right. And when I go out there, I do my thing, and the praise I was getting from them, I was like, man, y'all don't even know I be watching y'all niggas. Like type of shit like that. Like it was still, this shit was still new to me, type of thing. So Holmesy made a call. Prez had put in, I think Prez might have put in a word as well. And the next thing you know, I was hearing some whispers, I'm hearing some whispers and shit like that, so I'm like, who's this P guy? I'm hearing about P. P said send him some footage. And so when Holmesy kind of told me that, I'm like, all right. And the whole time, Ace been kind of pulling strings from behind the scenes as well, man, my man, she, this and that. So a combination had kind of worked. Also, I'm under the league of OSBL with Kales. Shout out to Kales. Kales did a hell of a job. And when she actually, after that, when I'm getting to, she got me a drugs battle, and drugs was on his run around that time. And me and drugs battled, and in between that, I got some more notoriety. So then I finally got a call from, I believe it was either Bills or P. I think it was both. I think it was both. And I found out that I was opening up for Survivor Series. Now, this is the same weekend as Don Marino and Swamp. This is the same weekend as Ace and Jada Nightwing. This is the same weekend as Kid Chaos and Rube Bando. I was on day 0, which was Friday. The day just to test the water.
Day 0. Talk that day 0. Yeah.
Day 0, man. Wasn't it? It was just meant to warm. I'm first. I was labeled first at the bottom of the card. Day 0 on a Friday, and against Zeus the God from Cake Life. Shout out to Zeus the God, man. Very, man.
Poverty baby. He's intense, man.
Poverty baby. Very good brother, man. Very good brother. Great vibes with that brother. So me and Zeus had a classic. Y'all can see that on YouTube as well. I'm one of the last PGs. So I got to experience, and people don't know how much that mean to me. You can call me whatever you want, but I grew up on the PGs, like type of shit like that. Yeah, so it's like people, people be forgetting about how they started, and it's like, man, the process. I guess I don't have the frustrations of a rapper who's been around for 10 years and haven't get put on. I got, when I tried, I got put on. I officially have like 10 battles. I ran across some people who got like 40. I'd be like, damn. I was like, man, that's a lot of battles not to get put on yet. So, and not to mention a couple of those, before I got the URL, I had four battles before I got the URL, day 0. So, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. No, I had a PG with damn Young Riddick. I had a PG with Young Riddick. That's when I understood that Young Riddick, it just never dropped. It never dropped.
I've never respectfully, and as much underground battle rap as I pay attention to, I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah,
his name was
he from Virginia. He's from Virginia.
Okay, young
and I had a battle. Now let me tell you what card that was on, because this is when I learned something that the only battle that dropped from that card, it was a red dot card. But see, the reason why I'm not taking consideration that card, because they battled in my home league's venue. So it felt like a home game to me. It didn't feel like, it didn't feel like it just didn't feel like how it was. So I was like, all right, well, So I beat him. Like I won. But at that time, I didn't realize that winning, you had to be amazing at this level. You can't just beat your opponent. That doesn't mean anything. And that's when I found out you have to beat the card. You beat the card. You have to leave with everybody talking about you. Fuck your opponent. You gotta leave everybody talking about you. And the only battle that dropped, that I was at the bottom of the card. The only battle that dropped from that was Easy to Block versus Stumbles. Easy to Block versus Stumbles is the only battle that dropped from that situation.
And you know what is crazy? You know what's so crazy, not to cut you off, bro, is like people don't understand, like back then, like the PG process, like it's a different process now. And even probably still true. Your battles did not drop, so they just did not come out. If it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like that was part of it. It was part of it, bro. Even just to get a drop was a big deal.
Not only when like people don't understand that because if this shit don't drop, you don't know what you need to work on. You don't know what you can't review your game tape. So it's like that's why you didn't want to have too many of those like type of thing, because if they fuck with you, they're gonna show it. So so you just gotta go figure it out. It's not their job. That's when I learned it's not their job at this level for them to figure out what's going on with you. You gotta have this entry level right here, type of thing for me to even look your way.
Did you ever feel a certain pressure? You see what's going on. We don't gotta be PC about it. The Spanish Harlem these elimination cards and things of that nature, and people that might have been a bit disgruntled. Now, we know you were already incorporated into the process, but it's now where you're getting your just due and your shine. You kind of had to be patient, and it took a bit of time, and now it came together. But you never ran into any of those problems. You never felt any pressure, any bias, any favoritism. I need to know these things.
No, honestly, I've dealt my patience level was so high that I knew that this process, the frustrating process wasn't the wait. The frustrating process is when the PGs ended. And I was like, so what now? And there was this time where the crucible was coming in. I was like, what now? Like what? If you're not fully all the way established, all the way, like what's going to happen? So that was the only pressure I kind of felt. Like I was like, all right, because I'm more so the type I don't like the battle that much. So I'll be patient for I was patient for URL. I waited after my first battle with Zeus of God, I waited a year. No, I'm sorry. I waited a couple months and then I battled Bars Major. After Bars Major was January. That's the same card. Truth Watson versus Ty. That's the same card as Prez Mafia and Lou Castro. So I battled Bars Major, and after that battle, I didn't battle until November of next year, and that was G-Lo.
Yeah.
I didn't that was G-Lo. So I was like, I was patient.
Was that by design? During that time, did you want to get other opportunities? Was it difficult for you? Were you going through some of the same issues that some of these other guys, the Gwitties and Spanish Harlems, might have been alluding to? Was that happening to you during that time, or was it just a matter of, well, let me continue to work on my craft, let me do other things? Like what was I need to know this, because now you got the spotlight on you, and it wasn't always there, and you worked to get that. Yeah. But I need to know, was these things ever happening with you?
Look, this is what was going on, and it's still going on. My style is so different from what I was hearing that it was like, yo, who do we give you? Like some people's styles just line up with, okay, he needs to get him, he needs to get him, he needs to get him. So my style was so different. It was like, I remember after my battle with G-Lo, man, P told me, like, P can vouch for this. P was like, yo, man, you got a style that's so love it or hate it that I don't know how the people are going to receive. And I was like, man, is that a good thing or a bad thing? He's like, it's a good thing, but I'm nervous because, you know, certain people have, you know, influence. If Jay Black likes somebody a lot, people start to hate them. Thing like, it's like if certain media outlets or certain people like this person, it makes them even more the reason why they don't want to like them now.
Yeah, that's why I never overly praise any of you. I'm gonna be honest.
That's Tone
I
Bro
know that could be
Boy.
the effect.
You know what I'm saying? That's Tone Bro Boy. That's French Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like some like around that way. You know, they try to link you. We definitely seen it with the Norbs. That's Norb's guy. You know, type of shit like that. So it's like they try not to attach to nothing. So, but he was like more so. I was like, yo, P, put the product on the streets, and the people that tell you put the product on the streets. The people will tell you if it's smoking or not. They'll tell
put it on the streets.
When they come back, the cop, they will say, I don't want none of that last shit. And then now you know type of shit. So, you know, when I feel like when my battle with G-Lo got my notoriety that I was kind of looking for. And between that right there, that I had to wait another year. I waited another year. And up until when the tournament started, we talking about from November until the tournament. I had multiple backouts. I had, you know, some opponents, not me, but I had some opponents that disappeared. Like just stopped picking up the phone. Said,
like
yes, I'm excited.
Just totally.
I'm excited to do the battle. This and that, this and that, this and that. I had some people call back and say, you know, I just want to make sure I'm ready after that. You know, after they gave me the name, after the name was given to them, all of a sudden they wanted to make sure that they were ready. You know, it's like, no, you said you was ready. You called P, and P is saying, let's go. This is your opponent, and now you like kind of, you know, on skates. I had an opponent with a health issue. You know, now that it's kind of out there, you know, because he addressed it, I was always uncomfortable with addressing it until he did. Well, we talking about Jay Kruger. Jay Kruger had some check his interview out on Hip Hop Is Real. The brother can tell you better than I can, you know, but he had some health issues, and I respected it, you know, type of thing. So in between that, you know, I got another battle locked in, and it just didn't go. It just didn't go my direction. So I began to get frustrated right there, you know, because now I'm like, you can dial your buzz down, and then you got to reintroduce yourself again and again and again. So I'm looking at the middle of the year. I'm like, man, what's going on? After that back out, I ended up getting a call, and I was told I was in Ultimate Madness. Like, don't worry about that. Fuck all that. You've been in Ultimate Madness in all actuality. But we wanted you to have this other battle down and be focused on that, you know, and then we was going to tell you what was good with Ultimate Madness. So when that back out happened, then I got the Ultimate Madness call, and it was lit from there. It was lit from there. It was lit from there, man.
And ladies and gentlemen and aspiring battlers, this is the time where I have to look into the camera slightly. I know it's awkward, but I have to. Do you hear what he just said that he had to do? You see the paces that he went through in order to get where he's at. This is what happens. This is elite territory. You understand that, man. Understand that. That's important to understand. Now I got a question from Leo V. Very good question here. $5. He says, salute to Tony Bro and She. Do you think it's more important to win in battle rap nowadays or just be electrifying? Very good question, Leo V. What is your perspective on that? Win or be entertaining?
If you're making me choose one or the other,
yes,
I'm going for entertaining. I've seen people, honestly, in the game. I've seen people lose a battle, but you left talking about them in a moment that they had. Like a moment or two, you like, man, then you start thinking it's like more so of that's the war. That's the war. Right.
But I always view that as a consolation prize, right? You lost the battle, but you were entertaining. That's a consolation prize. That's not what we should be aiming for, right?
That's not what we're aiming for. That's why the dangerous people are the ones who can entertain and win. entertain
Facts.
and win. Don't just entertain. You know, you should always entertain because you're in front of a crowd of people. These are now paid customers. You know, these are paid customers. You know, we out of the YouTube days. So it's like they're paying for this content. They're paying to see you live. You know, so you got to give them that content. You got to give them, you know,
I
that
think you might be
performance that they're
frozen,
there for.
Sheed.
Nobody wants to go to the. We back.
Sheed, you're frozen right now, bro. I'm sorry.
We back. We
Like,
back. We back.
We got the audio, but you're frozen. Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna remove and wait until everything gets settled. Shout out to She Happens. He's saying something very, very interesting about being entertaining versus winning the battle, right? And he's saying the most dangerous guys can do both, which I agree with. But I always said being entertaining and being the guy who lost is just a consolation prize. We're gonna get him right now. He's back on right now. She, you were saying, sir.
Oh man, we back. We back.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me? You good?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay. So I was saying that that more so the good rappers entertain and they win, you know. But it's always good to be entertaining. You know, no one wants to go to a theater and feel like I could have stayed home for this shit. You know, we want
Yeah.
The movie wasn't that good. You know, at least let me feel like I was, you know, entertained, you know, in some type of way. If it was just trash all the way through, then it's like, man, hey man, I could have stayed home for this shit. So some people win on camera, you know, some people win live. Just it's some people who can entertain you and then choke. Now we're talking about a different. Now we're talking about deducting points,
right? But what ultimately is going to weigh out? Because at the end of the day, what if I am a battler who always loses, but I'm always entertaining, and I can get booked off of being entertaining. So why even try to win if what everyone's left with is a 30-second clip of me saying some bars that made everyone go crazy, and that's all everyone remembers? Why would I even want to go to win? What would be the motivation? You're a battler. I'm asking you, what is the motivation to win if all I have to do is be entertaining?
Because you feel the pressure of the other battlers give other people. If you keep losing, that's ammunition for another battler, type of thing. So it's like you want these accolades. You don't want to. We hear it all the time on ESPN. You don't have a ring, Charles. Shut up. I know that sting, but he's done so many other things that it's cool. But what I'm saying is with that, it's like you want to have wins under your belt. Another thing as well is they're very in tune with the people. They're very in tune with the people. The people pretty much I'm not gonna say they control, but they have a very big influence. They push battles. You know, they push battles. And they will also tell you when it's time to stop booking this guy.
Right.
They'll tell you. Why does man, I noticed he don't never win. What the fuck is going on? You know, the pressures are reciprocated, you know, and you know, executives start feeling like, well, let's give another dude a shot who's on fire down here, but he's just not up there yet. You know, the thing about that shit is that I've learned with this shit, if you want to get onto another card, there's a card. If I want to get on Summer Madness, am I doing good enough to push one of them niggas out of the list? You got to compete to be in that list. Some people have accolades so much that they don't have to compete. They can make the call and they there, type of thing. But, you know, if you're on the come up, even if you're just trying to transcend to the next level, they have to say at one point, we're not going to go with him. We're going to go with him, type of thing.
But then how?
If they could, they'll make 24 fucking battles for the day. If they could, people can't take that many bars and that many battles. It got to be 6. The way the mind is, you know, that's why a lot of main events don't feel like main events because you're tired. You go to these fucking venues and you go to be quiet. Type of shit. That's why niggas lash out in the crowd. They've been quiet for so fucking long. Like, man, boo, I gotta say something, type of shit. So the way this shit is, it's like, man, you have to be entertaining and transcending enough. You gotta leave your mark. You have to do these things to make their job easier, type of thing, man. If you feel like you're getting slighted or whatever it is, then that's another story. I don't know that story, but I'm just talking on the general, how I am right now. That's just how shit is. It's like, man, you gotta stand out, man, and you gotta take the spot of the next nigga, because when they're calling around, they have other people in mind.
That's
You
in the
have to
top.
get in mind.
Right.
That's how it is, man. The people that talk, they'll tell you when it's time to stop. Hey, stop having that person in mind. Stop thinking about this person. We don't want to see them anymore.
I
Type of
can
thing.
dig that.
So,
And I echo this donation here from Regular Special here. Got to see Sheed on more stages. Now you got Summer Madness right around the corner, big crowd and things like
shout out
that.
to you. Shout out to you.
And it's
Matter of fact,
like
trophy. What am I doing? Trophies. What am I
yeah.
doing?
Drop the trophies in the chat, goddammit.
Doing shout outs for? Get your trophy, man.
Right. Now, with the crowds and everything coming back and all that, you see what the energy is there. What are the imprints that you're hoping to get on? Like, what is Sheed Happens trajectory? Like, are we gonna see you take the, like, are you trying to be in front of the big crowds? I know you got the MC pedigree, so being on the Summer Madness is a big deal, but you're also a competitor. And to me, the volume is competition city. Summer Madness competition, but that volume be separating brothers from other brothers. You understand what I'm saying? So given the opportunity, you taking that big Summer Madness look, taking that volume look. You know what I'm saying? If you get the chance to pick your opponent, which one would you go with? And I just
wait a second. But wait a second, Tone.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Uh-huh.
We've kind of been in the volume setting
this whole time.
Just put an event with a volume backdrop.
Nah, it ain't a volume.
Look. We got a small crowd.
Mm-hmm.
No big crowd. Small crowd, very caffeine setup, like right there type of thing. Besides the I might be mistaken. One of the volume joints in that town.
Yeah. They had like the Hollywood set volume.
Yeah, man.
Right.
You win some, you lose some.
You do.
You win. It's a trial and error, because if it would have worked, then we'd be like, let's do it again. So it is what it is with that. So but I'm just saying, 2 MCs, very personal. It's the version of we've been doing small rooms for a little while now. So now that you put a different stamp on it, now it's volume.
But it's different energy though, respectfully. The volume card, to me, the volume card has the best matchmaking of any URL imprint. Volume. Look at the matchups that took place. It's the best matchmaking that they do. Usually at the end of the year, so that's like fake the championship every year, takes place on that card. And Volume 1 was set the bar so high that ever since then, people have been chasing that. Like,
Volume 1 was absolutely. Volume 1 was that one time when you went to the club and you took home that bad shorty the first night. It's that the drinks were served all night. The DJ seemed to play everything in love. This was one of them nights, type of thing. And we have been chasing that. I think the closest we got was Volume 2. I was actually there in the background for one of my favorite battles, Rum Nitty versus Twerk. That I was in the background of that. If you look at that battle again, I was there. Type of shit. So I'm studying. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time actually seeing quick side note. That was my first time seeing battle rappers of that tier prep the day before. And that's what made me want to go out.
How was that? What was that? It had to be surreal watching these guys who were top of the class, top of the league, doing a thing. Like, what was that process? You being a guy who's just studying the game.
Hey, you want to know something? Like I saw a lot of battle rappers. They run it past. They run it past each other. They had sparring sessions when you just had this like I'm like, damn, man, all these motherfuckers in here, like these. I was in the room when I like twerk rapping, K Shine is rapping his round.
Mm.
Um, I can't remember if T Top. I can't remember that. I remember their rounds. You know, I remember their round. I was like, damn, this is kind of crazy. I think I remember DNA as well. I think I remember DNA's round as well. I'm just in the background. You know, I'm cooling with Ace.
Mhm.
You know, type of shit. So it's like I'm like, damn, just seeing that right there. It was that volume settings.
Right.
I think you might be on to something. I think you might be on because I didn't think of the matchup caliber
The
that separates that.
matchups.
It's just, I'm thinking of the stage. I'm thinking of the
Right.
stage because I'm thinking of the small crowd, two people rapping, you know, type of thing like that. Not more so of the caliber of people that are
Yeah.
rapping on that. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
You
I
know,
understand what
I
you're saying.
was at one of the things that I most like that I thought was like probably one of the coolest things I've been a part of is I was at Volume One. Shout out to Danny Myers. He actually brought me through as his +1. Like Danny Myers is real. Like he's a real dude. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
fine.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'm at Volume, right? And now we all kicking it and stuff, and you know, people smoking, hanging out, and everything. And I think once JC and Twerk went, this was the first time I saw pacing, battlers
Mhm,
pacing,
mhm,
and
mhm.
K Shine in a corner, rapping to himself, like people sitting on the steps, rapping. Danny Myers looking like he's about to be in a steel cage match. I had never seen that,
Yeah.
and mind you, it's only like 30 of us in there. So it's
Mhm.
uncomfortably quiet. And I think at the time I probably was talking to like JB or somebody because these are only like non-rappers. And we just like, all
Mhm.
right, everyone's getting in the mode. Like, you know what I mean? It's different.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that type of stuff, that's why I think that it's different, She. That's why I think that
Mhm.
volume. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so
Absolutely.
they said She Happens versus Jakkboy Maine ASAP. That would be crazy. I'm hearing
Yeah.
Jakkboy Maine. I'm hearing Kid Chaos a lot, and I don't know if it's because brothers all got hair, like everybody got locks. So okay, everyone battled. That could no, I don't know if it's that
Yeah.
or if it's a stylistic thing. I like to not be cynical and say it's because of the unorthodox styles. What do you think of those matchups?
First thing is that given this another thing with battle rap, man, you tend to gravitate to just certain MCs. You know, you meet some of these guys, and some of them is not what you thought. You know,
Mm,
some of them, a lot
elaborate.
of the ones that just more so like we all have this. If you've been watching someone and then you meet them, it's a totally different experience. You know, you
Right.
see how you don't see when the camera's on. Every time you see them, the camera's on, so you get to see a lot of these MCs when the camera's off. And some of them are like, man, like, I didn't know you would like you listen to that, or I didn't know that, your thinking pattern is that way. I didn't know
Right.
that you ain't had no money for real. Like I didn't know, hey, I'm being for real. Hey, Tom, I'm being for
Yeah, I
real.
know. I
You know what
know.
I'm saying?
Listen, I've been right there. That's why this is great. But go ahead. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying what I'm seeing, type of thing.
Mhm.
I'm seeing the niggas how they pull up to the battle. Like, whoa, that nigga, whoa, he pulled up and that motherfucker. Like type,
Mhm.
I'm seeing type of things that I'm just, not used to the real behind the scenes. And even with that, you can see some behind the scenes with media, but that's the camera that the camera's on.
Right.
So just that experience. I just things have, like I said, some people that I gotta even say it with this, like some people that thought like, man, you came off as corny on the stage. Like you a real nigga off the stage. Like type of shit. Like you do some real
Mm.
shit. Or certain MCs that just reach out and it's like, damn, man, you didn't have to do that. Like type of thing. Like you really didn't have to do that. That's some real shit. I've
Mm.
seen some MCs look like, yeah, all right. Like this, like offer some envious. Like I've seen, the looks. Like I'm like, man, what the fuck is wrong? What's
Wow.
this shit wild? Like this shit
Wow.
wild. It was, man. So I was more so conditioned. But I'm still learning though.
Yeah.
It's some doors I haven't seen as open yet. So we eventually we'll get there though. Eventually we'll get there.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, listen, you know, I'm a
No,
person that likes to
with that being said, Jakkboy, my bad to cut you off.
Jackboy.
Jackboy is
Yes,
Jack is he one of the homies. He one
okay.
of the homies.
Jack's a
Like
homie.
I done for the past couple weeks I done seen Jack like almost every other day. Like type of shit.
Mm,
Like so it's
yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
like that's one of the homies. So before you will see me against Jack, you will see a 2-on-2 before that. So I
Okay,
can say that. Before
I
you
can dig
will
that.
see She versus Jack, you'll see a 2-on-2. You know, and if
Yeah.
we end up doing some stuff in the future, it's what we, but just, anybody else though, I'm
Okay.
kinda on helmets, man. I'm on
Is there
helmets.
anybody in particular that you need to have a conversation with at some point? You know what I'm saying? Like we
A lot
make
of
no
these
what's up?
a
Who
lot
needs to have
look,
a
man,
call?
a lot of niggas, man. I want to battle a lot of niggas. Uh, I'm looking at the next class. I'm looking at the next class because the next class is doing. Hey, the next class is carrying like a lot. The next class is carrying the torch. That I feel like they really like putting on type of shit. They
Oh,
are really rapping.
who are you talking about specifically?
Like
What
I'm talking about the next class is right. I'm the newest class. I'm the newest class. So I'm talking about Ace. I'm talking about Real Sick. I'm talking about Easy to Block. I'm talking about Luke Castro, who just Easy to Block, and Luke Castro just got on Summer Madness.
mm-hmm.
We saw them transcend. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm,
saw them on and off stage. Ace had a battle with John John. The numbers on that is crazy, type of
right.
shit. So it's like I'm seeing a lot of noise that's going on over there. Jada Nightwing, Kid Chaos, Kid Chaos, Kid Chaos. I like that.
Yeah.
She Havens versus Kid Chaos.
Yeah. Huh?
I'll see you one day, sir. I'll see you one day, sir.
Hey.
I want to battle. I want to battle a lot of these. I want to battle a lot of these niggas. But URL, they got their plan. You got to trust the process. You got to see what's going on. Young Gaddis reached out to me and showed interest in the 2-on-2. So,
Oh,
I,
Gaddis and Sheen.
know.
Chat, tell me what y'all think about Gaddis and Sheen happens 2-on-2 energy. I need to hear it. What?
you
That's
know,
fine.
you know, you know,
That's fine.
you know. I'll be interested if somebody come outside for that. Like I'll be interested like that. I like the sound of that. But there's some things cooking up, man. Some things cooking up, and I want to rack with a lot of niggas, man. So those names that I was just saying, like yeah. I know the class. You can't just necessarily jump to the. I know you gotta make your way to the top.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can dig that, bro. I am interested in seeing your career progress because
Mm-hmm.
with this interview, I really just wanted to get into the mentality. Right, we see the showmanship, we see the personality, the charisma, but there's a layer of intellect and strategy under there. And to be honest, I mean, so you cool with Ace Amin, and if you
Yeah.
talking to Ace, like Ace is a very astute person. He's very strategic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I see why
Yeah.
y'all sort of mesh because he's very keen on picking up stuff in detail. So I kind of wanted to understand that part of what you do. So I understand now you are an
Mm-hmm.
MC, bro. Before all of
Yes,
this,
sir.
you were an MC. So I understand the style now more. I need to know the name of
Yeah.
that band. Shout out my man in the chat. What was the name of the band, bro? Because the homies might
Oh,
have seen you out there.
multiple bands. My first home band was Universal. We called each other Universal band, and then I played for All Stars. I was on
Mm.
All Stars for a brief period of time, and then I ended up rolling. I ended up leaving the band, and then like
Mhm.
life. That's when life was going. I was like, man, it's real out here. It's real.
Wait, that
It's
life Jennings
real,
life like that like
man. It's
must be
real out here, man.
what?
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
what that was. Yeah,
I
man.
feel you.
Great time.
I feel you. Yeah, man, it's good to sync up and things like that. One last slightly controversial. Well, I got a couple. Shit. Let's
What's up?
Summer Madness, man. Mook Reed, what's up? How you calling this shit?
We got time limits?
No, we don't.
Mook's consistency is ridiculous. He finds ways to win. We going with Reed 2-1.
Oh,
we going with Reed 2-1. We going with. You know, did that sound familiar? How like
that's how I like how you did that.
You waiting for a judgment and you get all these, and then they go the other direction. I lost myself, man. Let me get back to myself, man. But I'm going with Reed. I'm going with Reed 2-1. On the Reed 2-1. 2-1. I'm not gonna call the rounds.
You're not gonna call the rounds. Okay. All right, I respect it. Now.
Yeah. I'm not going. I'm trying not to give you no debatables 2-1s either way. I'm trying to give you a solid answer. I'm trying to give you a solid answer.
I like that because I watched the.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
The face-off that I just watched today between K-Shine and Holla the Don is energy. Like that.
I gotta see that. I gotta see it.
That's one of those. Now, who would you pick in that one?
K-Shine.
No hesitation on that either.
K-Shine 2-1. K-Shine 2-1.
Okay. Shine 2-1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. All right. Let's get to Geechee Gotti versus Calico because to me that battle.
Geechee 2-1.
Really? Straight up?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm seeing a lot of people got Gotti winning that. Is that just based on his overall consistency? That's just
consistency. Consistent. Like, are you bet? I'm not betting against Gotti. I'm not betting against Gotti. He.
Nah. Oh, wait a minute. I think we might have lost Sheed. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if we can get Sheed back. We was going over at Summer Madness 11. Make sure that you're in tune for that as well. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh, wait, we got Sheed back. All right, so Sheed is back.
We back. My bad. I don't know what just happened.
It's all good. Yeah. No.
But I was saying, Geechee 2-1.
Geechee 2-1. Okay. All right. Surf John grudge match. 6 years in the making. Who do you got?
Surf 2-1.
Wow. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Surf 2-1.
That was a little deflating. I heard the air. That was
interesting.
A lot of air.
I can't call.
Can I hear something?
I'm not even taking out bets on that one for real because I that's the one I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like with Mook and Reed, I got Mook, and probably that's more hinted to my own personal bias than anything. But I think Mook is good for a third round. You know what I'm saying? Gotti is just tough to beat. Period. Calico's gonna be good, but I think Gotti's gonna get that. But that battle, this battle right here, John Surf, I feel like John in this type of situation, he's not gonna be playing. I mean, this is a guy who was talking about him for years, and Surf's not trying to lose to no damn John. He's already put it out there. I don't lose to these type of people, you know. So
I think that's I'm looking at the motivation. I don't want. It's like I'm looking at this like if we see Two Surf battle Cortez because we've seen the trajectory of how their conversations. You know what I'm saying? We see how they act. You know, towards each other. So he would take that energy like I don't want Cortez passing me. So if I ever seen Two Surf versus Cortez, I had that same feeling because I think he might play around with, people that, he really don't even care. But it's certain niggas that they've been talking to a certain way. You got to back that up now. So pause. Woo. go. I made it out of that one.
Yo.
Anyway, between that, I just think that motivation versus John, I've been chasing him because what have we seen? We've seen in history that the chase, it's usually like you shouldn't have been chasing after him, and then you lost.
Yeah,
I'm just going through experience.
That's history. That is history. Usually the chaser gets their ass whooped. That's usually what happens. The person
so
chasing.
it's like I'm just going with like that's why my answers are such clean and cut just like that. I'm going with Sue Surf 2-1. 2-1.
Okay, no doubt. And then and Chess versus Easy the Block Captain.
This battle right here. I'm really interested in. I got this being battle of the night.
Yeah,
I got it being battle of the night. You said and we do have one more battle. We do have one more battle after this. Yeah. Okay. I'm going with Easy 2-1. Easy 2-1. Easy 2-1. And I got that being a dog fight. I got that being a dog fight. I got that being one of those. I have to see that again. Like I had like one of those like if we had like a series where Smack drops all of the battles at the same time, that's the one you're going to first. Like that's the one you're going to first because it's going to be that. I think it's going to be that debatable.
And then we got Lou Castro versus Arsenal. Interesting. Keep in mind, Arsenal's last time in Houston, Av was swag surfing and went crazy on him. Just saying.
I forgot about that.
Keep in mind.
I didn't forget about the swag surfing, but I forgot it was in H-Town. I forgot.
Houston, don't forget.
I don't know if that plays a really big factor, but I understand. This is going to be a very entertaining battle. I'm going with Castro 2-1.
Wow.
2-1. Castro 2-1. Castro 2-1. Trophy for Castro. I got the reason why I'm saying I've been paying attention to Castro's run. Castro just he just battled at Civil War. Battle with Jack, he had a battle with Mike P on Dome. He just, I think, did he battle A-Ward yet, or does he battle him? I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure.
I think he has that beforehand, doesn't he? Or was
I'm
that
not
already?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I gotta check I'm not sure. To do all of that and go up there and fuck up the bag with Arsenal, I don't think he wants to do that. I don't think he wants to, and I think he I think he wants to step up to the plate. Arsenal finds ways to win though. He
man. That's what I'm trying to say. He
finds like I'm not like Lou can't go in there bullshitting, and I'm not. But the thing is. Hey, big dog. We just seen that in Civil War, how that rocked the room. He has the ability to really rock the room. So we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see what's going on.
Big dog is gonna hit in Houston. I know that.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
off the rip. Big dog is going. As soon as my brothers from the H-Town see him out on the street, big like from way across the block. It's gonna be one of them type weekends, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. I'm going with Castro. But I got that being very close. Very close.
Yeah. So that's Summer Madness. You gonna be in Houston for that? You coming outside for that one?
Trophies will be there. Trophies will be there. Trophies can't miss that. I can't miss that. I'll be down there, man. You going down there?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. I will be there.
Hey, for those who watching right now, just to let you know, You have a chance to come down to Summer Madness. Well, when I sold out, ain't it? And
Oh
sold
yeah,
out.
absolutely,
And
absolutely. They
damn,
said.
I'm sorry. Damn, you missed it. well, see you later. Look, but even with that, the people who haven't purchased their flight tickets, man, flight tickets is cheap as hell, man. Go get that right now. Get it out the way, y'all, man. Go ahead and get down there. You would hate to be the person who has to sell the ticket. You don't want to be that person. You
You
don't
don't want
want
to
to
be
be the
that
person who got to sell the ticket because you took too long to get the flight. Don't do
guy.
that. Don't do
Oh,
that. Don't do that. Go
living,
ahead and get your flight out the way, man. So
living bad.
I'll see you down there, definitely.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. Hey, yo, man, I appreciate you being up here and being candid with us and everything like that, bro. It's good to see that you got a different perspective on this and you got a unique approach, man. And we like to see that. I'm always gonna hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? We had the judgment. I'm sure that won't be the
Yes,
first time I disappoint you in some of the things that I
yeah,
might
yeah,
say, but I'm always gonna give credit where it's due. And if you
yeah,
win,
yeah,
you
yeah.
win. If you lose, you
Mm,
lose. Still love you, still book you. Hope they pay you what you want. All
absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
But
I
I'm,
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
yeah, I'm gonna give you the 24-second shot clock to talk to the people. Whatever you want to say, however you want, whatever you want to promote, whatever you want to tell the people. You know what I mean? It's on you, bro.
Man. Check me out. She Havens trophy clothing coming soon, man.
Yeah.
Merch coming soon. Follow me on She Havens underscore on Instagram and Twitter. Uh, and please, if you have time, come get your fucking trophy. Shout out to shout out to OSBL, Kales, KMM, and the whole mob, man. Yeah.
No doubt, man. Man. Until next time, man. You be safe, and I look forward to seeing you again live. I was there when you was in when you battled in Richmond against Bars Major. I was there for that.
My
I
man,
want to
my
see
man.
the new, the improved, the
Yes,
now
sir.
in the talks, in the spotlight. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
trophies.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey, this can't be the only time I come on the platform, man.
Absolutely not. We're gonna sync up
My
again.
man,
We have to.
my
We
man,
keep
my
this thing
man,
reoccurring, man. You know what I
my
mean?
man, my
And
man,
then
my man,
we'll
my
get some
man.
trivia for you next time too. I know you
Yeah,
escaped the trivia today. We'll get the
yeah,
trivia
yeah.
and all that. All right.
Okay, bet that. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, man.
No
We
doubt,
out.
man. No doubt. No doubt. She happens. PG County, stand up. Maryland, stand up. Love y'all. You know what I mean? And shout out to the whole crew, man. You know what I mean? The Aces and the riders and the guys out there in Maryland, the Henny Mans, the people that's really putting on for the scene, the guys that have been putting on for the scene. You know, I'm a big Danger Zone fan, Ty Law. Like, I go back with that. And shout out to Shaka as well for putting the stamp out there, you know what I'm saying, and doing this thing, man. And I just want to see guys do something that's unique, man. Uniqueness has to be cherished in this culture. Battle rap and hip hop itself is just based on being unique. You didn't come outside trying to look like, sound like, dress like, talk like this next person. Well, when I was growing up, that's whack. You couldn't even have a name that rhymed with another person. That, you feel me? It's too similar. If there was a dude that was rapping in Brooklyn named JB, when Jay-Z came out, that nigga had to change his name. That's just how it is, right? Like, this is what we embrace, man. This is hip hop at the end of the day. And salute to all y'all for watching. Subscribe to us at Black Compass, at DA Black Compass, the Black Compass. You know what I mean? Hit up the whole team. If you haven't seen the interviews, they're up there. 200 episode is up right now on all other streaming platforms. So you can just listen. We'll have this interview up. We'll have Debo's interview up. We'll be here this weekend for No Holds Barred. Me and Tom coming back for some more battle rap reviews, actually going through battles, breaking down bars. We got bars of the week. We working over here. Black Compass Media. Y'all be good. Peace.